Central City University. Oh, we're getting 4 years ago. Oh, we're getting flashbacks. People are watching. Hey, it's DeVoe. People are watching kitten videos. They're so boring. Kitten videos are so boring. My personal opinion. I'm a dog person. I like him. I mean, already I like him. He seems like a...
At this point, it's just a concept. I call this my thinking cap. Just like their minds have gotten too small to handle it.
Okay, so he does wear that weird get-up for a reason.
Time in Japan. The feudal history of many
he's so cool so far. He's unsuspecting, but you suspect him. Wow, I can't speak words.
I get to marry the co-worker of my dreams a week from now. Yeah, sometimes.
Wedding's next week, and that's the week of the crossovers, meaning we'll probably... Maybe that's the thing that gets them together? A wedding? I don't know. Speculation, but whatever.
Where are we gonna find that kind of power? Can you tell us how?
Particle accelerator.
Change the way we... Of course not.
Barry's going to be obsessive with this guy. I can already tell.
Just email me. And again, I'm sorry to bother you.
He definitely knows that he used speed right there, right? Like, he's too good to not realize that.
I have a bad history. That wasn't me. Come on, he's too...
That's what I said last episode. I was like,
I have a strong feeling that he's hiding.
the wheelchair
You don't believe me?
is something symbolizing disability, but they're actually like very powerful.
You were right. That mac and cheese looks unbelievable. Absolutely.
Oh my god, it's Harrison Wells! Ah! I always love seeing flat. Oh,
My name is Harrison Wells. Tonight.
look at them.
Yes, I have, Miss
Mrs. Molly's...
That transition was good. Between
DeVoe.
and now.
I expect I would make the gentleman to your right your husband. Clifford DeVoe. I'm a big fan of your work. Sir, I believe it'll have an enormous impact on
He
our
knows.
future. Thank you for coming, Professor. Good luck.
He knows. That's really, really cool. Oh man, that's so cool! I love this shot. I'm guessing this is when he loses feeling in his legs, because he's still standing, and I just kind of assume that that's what's gonna happen. Okay. Ooh. Wake up. There it is.
Hilbert's 15th problem.
He didn't lose his...
Conjectures on algebraic cycles.
Huh.
The list goes on.
I thought...
This is incredible.
It's crazy. There's too much information going in his head.
What's Jack the Ripper?
We now finally have the means to bring to the world the...
Oh, something's happening. Well, there's the... Well, things... not great. Why would Barry not go in his flash suit? I mean, it just makes sense, because then you're not, like, if they see Barry, they'll get another complaint against him, and if they only see the Flash, they'll be like, what the hell are you doing here?
2 to 5 years. In this current dispersion, it will be half that.
He's dying.
Will come first.
Excuse us, please.
Shit, I don't want him to die. I like him. Boy, what did I say?
We don't deserve this.
I don't want you to worry anymore. Mr. Allen will stop all of this immediately, I assure you.
I knew it. Immediately when he wasn't the Flash, I went, you're gonna get caught. Man, they're just...
I'm not going anyway.
This body will expire.
I love all the explanations in this episode because so far we've got nothing. And all of a sudden, we get a whole hell of a lot of information very quickly, and I love this episode. Boy, what are you doing?
Who's asking? Barry Allen?
Shit!
Or the Flash? How did you? Oh, please.
Oh!
The secret is one of the more underwhelming. You and your science team have devised no strategy, no action, no coordinated effort for which I'm not already prepared.
Ooh!
What matters? You may be the fastest man alive, Alan. I'm the fastest mind.
Holy hell, yes!
It's his powers. He has an intelligence beyond anything we could have imagined. He's orchestrated everything that we've encountered.
Harry went,
And it gave
me. The thinker.
It's good. Absence of menace nailed it in one.
Guys, it's gonna take all of us to stop him.
Y'all could use a hand.
Hey! Wally, what's up?
We're the same, son.
Just in time for the crossovers!
Oh. Self-reflection and the battle with a starfish from outer space gives you perspective.
So you found what you were looking
Whoa. What the what? Wow, that's actually pretty freaking cool. Okay, everyone, that was season 7, episode 4 of The Flash. Best episode of the season so far, and probably gonna go down as one of my favorites of all time. I don't know why, I just fell in love with the villain really, really quickly, but we're gonna talk about the episode a little bit, so let's get started. First off, we had DeVoe's backstory a little bit. He's a professor at a college, I think, I'm pretty sure, Oxford, I don't remember what but anyway, he's trying to teach these young minds all about his subject, which I think is history, and everyone's on their phone, not really paying attention. I mean, I get it. Listen, school can be boring. I sometimes go on my phone, but if you're on your phone the entire class and you don't pay attention to what you signed up for, I think that's a little redundant. But anyway, then after everyone leaves, this girl comes in, which I don't know her actual name because all I know is that she's called the mechanic. So her and him are in a relationship, and they're like basically they're like totally in love with each other. You see that throughout the episode, very full throttle. But he comes up with this design of a helmet cap mechanical thingy, and it basically will allow him to reach the minds of everybody, and you know, his major plan. But anyway, we see him and his girl, they go through a whole bunch of trials and tribulations trying to figure out how to get this helmet to work, and then they find out that the particle accelerator is going to explode. Like, they figure that out. Don't warn anybody, it's exactly what they need to get the device to work. So they do that, and he falls on the ground and he seems okay. He's a little like jumbled in the mind, and then all of a sudden, once he's solving Jack the Ripper, he falls on the ground, and it turns out that he has contracted ALS and his body is deteriorating at a faster rate than normal because it was 2 to 5 years left, and he said has half the time as normal. So his body's deteriorating, and he's kind of like, just let me die, to his wife, and she's like, no, I'm not living without you. And they come up with this chair thing, but his head literally came off, and then okay, you know, I don't know how that works. I'm just gonna roll with it. If they give us an explanation, sweet. If they don't, I'm still just gonna roll with it. But that was freaking crazy. We also have, like, Barry being paranoid. It very much flashed me back to season 1 when he was very paranoid about everything involving his mother's death. So that was really cool to see. Everyone else was kind of like Barry. He's just like an unsuspecting villain. Or unsuspecting guy, you know? He just doesn't take the cake on what you want him to be. But Barry was not going to let this go, and he kept pushing and pushing and pushing until finally we had this amazing interaction between Barry and DeVoe. And it was one of those things where DeVoe was like, you know what? I know who you are. You're the Flash, and I'm your greatest enemy. And he was just naming off every single thing that's happened to Barry like it was nothing. And the fact that he knows so much about Barry, the threat grows greater. One of the major things last season that I didn't like with the whole villain is Savitar was his, like, I don't even know how to describe it. His, just everything about him was so big, and everything about his, like, oh my god, he's the most powerful, blah, 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 in the world, the fastest person alive, blah, blah, blah. But we only knew who he was in the final, what, like 4 episodes, and we didn't really have a personality behind the villain. You know, with this, we're finding out within the first episode, within the first, what's this, 7 episodes, who this guy is, what's his backstory, and it's only episode 7. Like, that's crazy, and that's what makes a villain good. If you find out different things about them before they start to wreak havoc, you begin to grow an attachment towards them. That's exactly what happened to Eobard Thawne in the first season. I loved Harrison Wells so much. I thought he was a great character, and when we found out he's a villain, I was like, I can't help but, like, I can't stop liking you. You're great. That's exactly what happened with me with this episode with DeVoe. It also reminds me, just the match-off they had in the end just reminded me a lot about Harrison Wells. And we got a cameo from Eobard Thawne, Harrison Wells, you know, that whole situation in this episode, which was awesome. I'm very excited for this villain. And also, wedding next week, so that leads me to speculate that the crossover event, which is a 2-nighter, which is going to be a whole load of fun, is going to be their wedding. Like, that's what's going to bring the team all together, and then, you know, something has to happen, because you can't just have 4 episodes of happy-go-lucky, woohoo, let's hang out times. So, but I'm excited for next week. That's going to be a fun 2 nights. Okay, everyone, thank you for watching. And if you want to see my previous reaction, all you do is click the link in the description. And as always, I will see you next time.